Hi everybody, I'm Olaf, and welcome to Power the Creator, episode 2. It appears that last time there was a bit of confusion as to what exactly was going on. The intention of these videos is to serve as an alternate for my cross-counter articles, to show useful or interesting things I am finding in training by exploring characters, to fully explain certain concepts, and more than anything, to inspire people to explore new ideas, and hopefully find some new tech in the process. This, more often than not, is the intention of my articles, but I also understand that not everyone wants to read a wall of text, and that a picture, or video, is worth 1,000 words. The last one wasn't intended to be an actual combo video. It was just to show some of the random tidbits, tricks, and pseudo-technology I had found in my lab time. Note that there may have been some overlap in stuff I find, because it's entirely exploration. I don't research existing tech for these characters, because I like seeing what I can find first. There were, however, some complaints that the video didn't meet certain expectations, even though it was just a trial run. This time around, I'm going to respond to some of that by showing some of the tricks and combos of my core team, the team I played at the Wednesday night fights, as well as Evo, even though I'm kind of bombed in Evo. Most of the coolest and most varied stuff comes from Dormammu, and that's what some people came for, so Merry Christmas. I have been working on several other characters, most notably Morgan, in an attempt to have tech ready for that, while useless now, will become pertinent in Ultimate Marvel's Capcom 3. It's not quite ready yet, so let's move on to the main reason for this video. Dr. Stephen Strange. Holy crap. Okay, Strange is a badass. It seems like he's probably going to replace most Phoenixes on pretty much everybody's team. Even though he can't tri-dash or air dash at all, he seems like he has a pretty strong flight, strong teleport game, zoning, damage, everything. The first of Strange's moves I want to talk about is Bolts of Balthak, a 2-hit lightning bolt performed with any attack plus S. The first bolt causes ridiculous hit stun, on par with Wolverine's dive kick, while the second has almost no hit stun, allowing people to recover. What appears to be the most important value of this attack, however, is the fact that it is one of Strange's assists. Calling Strange to use Bolts of Balthak while teleporting or rushing in allowed for amazing mix-up potential, as well as using the first hit stun to allow for a launcher before the second hit can land, resetting them. Given the speed and range of this spell, Bolts of Balthak is likely to be the second most used Strange assist. Next up is Strange's teleport. His teleport appears to be the fastest in the game, both in startup time and recovery. However, being the fact that he's a zoning character, and how fast the teleport is, they seem to have given him the same problem Phoenix does, where he cannot teleport behind you if your back is to the corner. It doesn't seem like it's going to be the biggest problem in the world, considering all the rest of the tools that Strange has. Grace of Hoggoth and Flames of Faltine are pretty much the entire reason I'm going to play Strange. Grace of Hoggoth sets up a glyph directly in front of Strange wherever he is, be it in the air or on the ground. These glyphs are then affected by Flames of the Faltine, which, when cast alone, is just a standard jump fireball. In many ways, these moves are similar to Moo's Drive and Blaze Blue, but also resemble some functionality found in Lieselot's Doll and Arcana Heart, or in Guilty Gear with Bridget. However, there are two major factors that separate Grace and Flames from Moo's Drive. First is that Grace that can be two colors, red or yellow, and each of them have a different effect. Red Grace glyphs detonate when Flames of the Faltine hits them without altering the Faltine fireball, while yellow glyphs have no property of their own, but essentially level up the fireball instead. Let's say, for instance, that throwing out Flames of the Faltine with no glyphs would be a level 1 flame. This fireball has very low durability and ends on impact with the opponent, like a Hadouken. However, by passing through one yellow Grace glyph, it then achieves level 2. Here it gains durability, speed, and gains a piercing property, allowing it to pass through the opponent on hit so it can track to further glyphs. At level 3, with 2 yellow glyphs, it gets even faster, bigger, and adds immense hit stun. Lastly, at level 4, with 3 yellow glyphs, it turns into a giant lightning bolt and causes the opponent to crumple on hit. The other thing that separates it from Moo's Drive is that Moo's Drive points were numbered, so that when she shot a projectile to bounce between them, they bounced in the order they were cast. In Strange's case, they instead track based on which glyph is nearest. The possibilities are endless. Alright, now the way I see it, I've pretty much covered everything I need to cover in this video, and this thing's running on way too long. I'm gonna go update the cross-counter article, and basically check that for anything else that you feel needs to be covered. But between these two things, it should cover about everything we know about Strange for the moment. So everyone, till next time.